I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of content. A lot of things I'm posting. But first of all, how was your guys' show today? The 2-hour show.
It was very interesting. We had a lot of different opinions. We had Jet fans, we had a Titans fan, we had Giants. We were really mixing it up. It's unfiltered. There's some cursing in it, so it's definitely not PG-13. Let's put it that way.
Well, really good.
It was fun though. We went through our whole mock draft with our final.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something.
So I guess I had James on earlier on the podcast. James. So I guess we can start with obviously the first pick would be Joe Burrow, and then the second pick. I don't know. The Redskins always screw up their draft picks, so don't be surprised if the Redskins pass up on Chase Young and get someone else. But I don't know. Do you expect Chase Young to go number 2?
Yes, we've both been firm in this, and if the Redskins manage to mess this up, that's like a new level even for them.
Yeah.
He's the best pass rusher in the draft.
He should honestly. He could be the first pick realistically if the Bengals then need a quarterback.
Yeah. And then
So the Redskins can't pass him up. That would be so foolish.
Right. And then Detroit has a third pick, I think. Right.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Okudah. So does he. If they don't trade it.
I mean, the one thing. How better do they get with Okudah? Because they traded their best corner in Slay, and I know Okudah is good. Okudah is good, but I think they should trade back and acquire more picks because that team needs a lot of help.
It makes a lot of sense, but Jeff Okudah's one of the best corners in the country and really good in coverage. He's quick. And I'll tell you this, he'll be a lot better than Darius Slay, that's for sure.
I think that he's the right pick also, but I get the sense of trading back. It's not like Okudah makes the Lions a playoff team, so I understand what you're saying in that sense. He'll help them, but he's how much? That's the question, I guess. Immediately, I don't know how much of an immediate impact you'll see because the Lions aren't a good football team.
Right. And then now
fourth, the right pick.
Oh yeah. Jeff Okudah is good. Yeah. The question is, is he? I mean, obviously, Bobby said that he's going to be better than Slay, but the problem is for me, in my opinion, I think he has to be in the right system, right fit to be able to exceed.
I agree 100%, bro. Definitely 100%. I think Matt Patricia is a defensive mind, and he definitely will help him out. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I really think they're going with him because Patricia can't pass that up, in my opinion.
Right.
He's a rocket scientist.
So we'll have to. I really think the draft's going to start to turn at 4. The Giants control this draft early on because that's when things are going to get interesting. I think, unless the Lions trade the pick, like we said.
You know what James said? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What did you say?
Oh, yeah, I said James brought up an interesting idea for his Giants. He thinks that the Giants will go offensive line 4.
Yeah, we're starting to shift towards that as well. At first, I thought it was going to be Simmons, but I think that they're going to go with the tackle. The question, who knows which one? Honestly, you could throw a dart at the board and pick through the tackle.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all so close. But I think in my latest one, I put Wills, he put Wirfs, but I can see Thomas. I mean, they even put Becton. I mean, who knows?
That's true.
Pick your poison at tackle.
Right, and there's another one. I'm not. I don't know if you guys know about him. CC Ruiz from Michigan. Have you heard of him?
We know him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Center.
He's a center from Michigan.
Do you think he's like a first round talent? Because I've seen
not in the top tier or the middle tier, like the end of the first.
Put him
round,
in the 29 to 32 range. I think you could find a home for him somewhere in there. I have him with the 49ers. I can see the Chiefs pulling the trigger if he's somehow still there. Maybe they could use an upgraded center. I think the interior linemen are really getting overlooked because there's so many great tackles that they're not really talking about guys like Ruiz that much.
Yeah, so now to the 5th pick. I think this gets more interesting, in my opinion, the Dolphins, because the Dolphins have 14 picks. They can go, obviously they're going to make the pick right for the 5th pick. I think they want Tua. I think Tua will land there. But I think Tua. I think Tua is destined to be a Dolphin. I think Tua will land there tomorrow.
I'm still with that adage as well. I know there's been a lot of smoke and there's been a lot of talk about Herbert and maybe going up to get a tackle or not doing Tua anymore, but I think it's still Tua as well. I agree with you, Nitin.
I think it's Herbert. I think that they're really doing their homework on it. For the longest time, especially last week, I thought it was Tua, but this feeling that I've been getting lately is that the Dolphins will go Herbert. They're really, like I said, they did their homework on him a lot lately, and I just think, you know what, Tua's injury concerns are something that Brian Flores is taking into account, and I think Justin Herbert right there. Definitely.
Dustin, for your question, maybe Jaguars, but I think they might just be tanking for Trevor, honestly, and that's having a 7-team. A lot of those teams don't really need quarterbacks,
right?
But
so the 6th pick is
Chargers.
Chargers, yeah. I think this is interesting. I think the Chargers need a quarterback. So if Miami goes Tua, do you see Herbert going to the Chargers, or do you think Chargers will go after Cam Newton?
I'm on the Herbert train. I've been on the Herbert Chargers train as well. I've been consistent with Tua to the Dolphins and Herbert to the Chargers, so I'm going to stay the course and see what happens.
Okay.
I have the Chargers taking Tua. I think they take a chance on him. In regards to Cam, I think if they really wanted him, I think they would have signed him already.
They still could, but I get what you're saying.
But the thing is with that, this is the way I feel personally. I think that Cam's going to sign with a team during the season if a quarterback gets injured. That's my personal opinion.
I think don't be surprised if your team gets Cam Newton.
I'll welcome it. Absolutely. I wish it already happened already, man.
I know. But yeah, so to the 7th pick, I think it was Jaguars, right?
No, 7th Panthers. And
Panthers,
I have a battle between Derek Brown and Isaiah Simmons. Bobby picked Simmons. I'm going with Brown still. That's another thing I've held firm with this whole time, and I'm going to ride that one out as well. I think the Panthers really like Brown, but if Simmons is there, it's going to be very tough for them to pass him.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really interesting decision if they have to choose between those two.
I think that you can't go wrong with either guy, in my opinion. But the Panthers at 7, they just lost Luke Kuechly. Mm-hmm. Now they're going to go with Isaiah Simmons to get a more versatile linebacker.
I'm going to have to switch.
Do multiple things.
I didn't even think that. I forgot that Kuechly was tired.
Isaiah Simmons can replace Luke Kuechly. Yep.
Yeah, I actually might have to go back.
3 positions at once.
I might have to go back and change that. I forgot about Kuechly. That's a great point. And maybe that's why that will lead them towards Simmons, because it's tough to replace someone like that, but that would be a great way to try and do it. So if we go past Panthers, Cardinals, I think it's the writing's on the wall. They're definitely taking a tackle.
Cardinals are 8th spot, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I for the Cardinals, I say for me, I think they go receiver. Never mind. No receiver. They have enough receivers, but I mean you can't go wrong.
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with adding another receiver. But for them, I think maybe I say Andrew Thomas at number 8 for them.
Andrew Thomas at 8. That's a good pick. Great.
Yeah,
pick.
if he's somehow, you know what? Yeah. I love Thomas. I think he's the best lineman in his class, and he was time before everything happened.
Yeah.
Before the combine, he's not that flashy. People think he has a low ceiling. I think that's why he might not be first. But I think Cardinals Thomas would be a great pick. I'm saying no because I want us to get him, but he might not make it to us. I had them getting Wirfs. I had the Giants doing Wills, and then the Cardinals go for Wirfs.
So for me, I have the Cardinals taking Derek Brown. I know they need a tackle, but Derek Brown is a once-in-a-lifetime talent on the defensive line, and adding him with Chandler Jones is just good to pass up.
Right.
When if he ends up making it there, I can see that. Then the 9th pick of Jacksonville, this is going to be interesting.
That's it. Jacksonville's an interesting spot. I don't know.
Wild card to me, too, because they can literally do almost anything. Their team's really decimated right now. I have them going with Simmons because he fell that far in my mock. Bobby had Kinlaw, I believe.
I had Kinlaw. Kinlaw going to Jacksonville. And the reason why is they're going to get rid of Yannick. If you saw the Twitter bout between him and Tony Khan,
yeah,
one of the funniest things I've seen in a while.
Dude, that was hysterical. I love it. I had a popcorn GIF on that one of those.
All right, you want to see?
Funny.
You want to hear my thing? My suggestion for them is, I say they take Jordan Love at 9.
Oh, you want that's a radical pick. That's an interesting one. He wants them to get
Jordan Love at 9.
That, you know what?
That's interesting.
That could surprise people. I know they really like Gardner Minshew, but listen, I think that you saw Gardner Minshew was hot and cold. You never know what you're getting with them. And if they get Jordan Love at 9, that's going to wreck a lot of things because Jordan Love is going, in my opinion, it's a first-round pick, in my opinion.
Right.
And if it happens, I won't be surprised.
I would love that because that would mess up the entire draft and give us another player. So I really hope the Jaguars do end up taking Jordan Love at 9. But I don't think they will. I think they're on the 10 for Trevor path. I think they're trying to bear it down and trying to get Lawrence next year. I think that's what they're really trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Bears are going to be on ice right now.
The Bears? What's up, Steve?
Steve's the man. He actually, the last sporting event I went to was with Steve for the Rangers game. Whoever thought?
Yeah, you guys were chucking beers, right?
Yeah, we were having a good time. I miss that. I really do. Hopefully, when this is all over, we can all connect to get something. But it's been a while, man. So anyway, we look at 10. The Browns are really interesting too.
I don't. The Browns, they always mess up their picks, so I don't know what they're gonna do. You know what? I can see? Here's my surprise thing. I can see the 49ers. Actually, no. I can see the 49ers with all these OBJ rumors going on. Odell Beckham trying to get traded. All right, so this guy who just joined the chat, I interviewed him earlier today. His name is Yochuk. Shout out to Yochuk. He's a 49ers fan, so I'm gonna make his day better here. I feel like the 49ers will either trade their 2 first-round picks to the Browns to get Odell Beckham Jr. tomorrow. That's what I predict.
Wow, that's a hot one for sure. You got some sizzling takes. You got Jordan Love going to the Jaguars. You got OBJ, the 49ers. I thought the Vikings would possibly make a run at OBJ when those reports came out. Bobby had that tweet pretty early. He's actually the first person to show me. And they were talking about a 2nd and a 5th. And I think he'd be a good fit for Minnesota. The only problem is that's not the market he wants to be in. So I don't know if he would ultimately be happy there. That's the only issue. Yep, Steve, I know you would love that. I mean, that would be cool. But we'll see, man. It's going to be something. I really want the Browns to trade for Trent if we don't get him because I want to get one of the better tackles. Trent Williams is probably going to get traded within the next day. I'll be looking out for that.
So do you have the Browns staying at their picking or trading back?
I'm having them stay, and I think they'll get – I put them getting back to probably more realistically, probably Thomas.
Yeah.
Becton for me, too. They're definitely going offensive tackle. Definitely. They have to keep bolstering that line for Baker.
And they signed Conklin, too, so that's going to be a huge upgrade if they get another season.
Good.
Man.
Steve.
Yeah, we'll see. The Jets but we'll get a lineman or we'll get a wide receiver unless we trade back. I think that's the 3 options we're looking at.
What does Bobby have? Bobby, who do you have?
I have Andrew Thomas to the Jets. I think he's the best tackle in the draft, in my opinion. And Joe Douglas definitely wants to bolster that line more. And what better way to take him? Definitely.
So, so that's that with the Jets. Well, I've been exhausting myself with Jets talk, but it's fun. And we're almost here. Less than 24 hours now. 23 hours till the draft. Let's go, people. This is really happening. This is not a drill. Anyway, 12th pick. The Raiders are going to take, me and Bobby are in agreement with this, CeeDee Lamb to the Oakland Raiders.
We do, yep. CeeDee Lamb to the Raiders. Mayock loves him. Gruden loves him. I think it's a perfect match.
Even over Judy on the board, in my opinion, if Judy's still on the board. I think Lamb's their guy. Also, don't be stunned if they shock us all into Henry Ruggs, because we've seen that before. Remember Darius Hayward-Bay?
Yeah, he
was way earlier too.
Yeah, he never worked out. So
I knew that was gonna be a bust. Like that was just a bad pick. Like that was way too high. Like that was never gonna work. But And then we have 13. I have Jerry Jeudy, the 49ers. Have a nice little receiver run going here. I think Bobby has the same.
I do.
I got that.
49ers.
I'm still sticking with my hot take.
The Odell and the 2 first rounders.
That happens.
That'd be crazy.
You're getting a shout out, man.
I don't think that it's going to take 2. I think they could do the late first and maybe another pick, honestly. I don't even think it'll take 13. But who knows? We'll see. It's going to be fun. If that happens, we're definitely going to give you credit for that one. We got you on that. That happens. So, 14 is the Bucks, and obviously it's a bunch of news with the Bucks.
Matt Mold is a big guy, could really come in and help Matt Ryan, help their...
Kenny, so you can stop talking about my boy Adams. He's not going to Dallas. Get out of here with that crap.
All right.
McKinney will leave us alone.
I got the same thing, McKinney. I think it makes a lot of sense for you guys. And you guys will really like him. He's a great player, definitely.
For me, it's either Justin Jefferson or Kayvon Chasen.
Yeah, Justine makes sense for you guys too, but I'm surprised you have the Falcons getting the safety. Would you consider McKinney if he was on the board?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it could come down to McKinney versus Justine potentially.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking about a little bit. But you guys, the pass rush is good. The safety needs more help than the pass rush. That's why I'm feeling McKinney. And like I said, leave us alone with Adams. So just take McKinney and stop it. Unless you want to give us 2 first and Collins, then you could come calling.
Oh man. No, I'll take McKinney. Yeah, Xavier McKinney's good, and what's up, James?
Nope, we are not trading Adams to the Giants. He's a Giants, so he cannot become a Giant.
Oh God.
And we witnessed that in person, me and Bobby. Yeah. That wreckage play of Daniel Jones and Barkley. We literally just benched the main players on the Giants. It was so hysterical.
Yeah.
And then he takes it to touchdown. I love
it. The whole gang is in here. Steve, James. Yep. There we go.
Oh my God, these are the boys. I can't wait to reunite with everyone. Yeah. Like seriously, this is much needed. But all we could do is do these virtual calls. But anyway. So can your boys take McKinney, we think?
Yeah.
Not just seeing 18. Yeah, we were talking about Justin Jefferson.
They're going to build that defense around him. Right. You know what? If the Patriots don't go quarterback first round or third, if they don't get Jordan Love at...
They can be a sneaky team. So they need running back. So
don't do that. He's a smart guy. He's not... You put him with a receiver and help him.
The second somehow. If we go tackle and then we can scoop him up in the second, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I like Ayuk. I think he'll be good also. So Titans, what do you guys think? Third from the Giants trade, the 49. All right, so we're good with the first. Nipton, do you have any questions you want to ask us about the drafts in general? Like any sleepers or anything you want to add to the draft talk?
I feel like I can see some surprise trades happening, but I don't know. Like my hot take, I think my hot take is I put it at 80% right now as my hot take. So let's see.
With the Odell trade you're talking about?
Oh,
that is your hot take.
80%. I'll put it at 80% right now. So that's my
what's yours?
My hot take? My hot take is that you're going to see something completely unorthodox and a team take a player that nobody has ever even heard of.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah, like, remember last year when the Packers took Darnell Savage?
Oh, yeah.
Who the hell is Darnell Savage? And I think that's something that could happen. I wouldn't be surprised.
So, everyone, please go follow Bobby and Julian. They do a fantastic job at GT Sports Talk, too. You can find them on Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. You can find them. And
thanks, bro.
Thank you.
You guys are the best. Keep up the great work. And I'm trying to add another guest on Friday. Have you guys heard of Jordan Schultz?
Yeah.
I'm trying to add him on the guest list for Friday. So hopefully he can. He's just trying to figure out where to do the interview because either on Instagram Live or Zoom. But I feel like I think we're close to finalizing something for Friday's interview. So I'll have like four guests potentially on Friday.
My question is, if you do Zoom, can you still upload that later on?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Zoom. Yeah, you can upload Zoom. Yeah. You can save it, and then you can save and then upload it afterward. Yeah, it's easy.
Word. Yeah, we might need to look into that. But Nathan, thanks, and send me the video when it's done. I'll upload it to our channel too.
Yeah. So by tomorrow morning or afternoon, before my Jay Harris interview, it'll be up. So
okay.
Nathan, thank you so much.
Nathan, thanks for having us.
No problem.
Have a good one, bro. And hopefully
you too.
Have a fun draft.
Thank you.
You're doing
we
a great
appreciate
job.
what you're doing.
Thank you. You guys stay safe.
You too, bro. We'll get through this eventually. Much love as always.